So really quickly, we're going to go over how to link images into our Markdown document. Now, I've already broken up the wireframes into individual photos here. This update has also been pushed to our repo, so make sure to do a pull on our repo to get all of these files as well. If you're having issues with that, we can get together and figure that out. But do a poll so you can get all of these images here. And also you can get our updated technical design document as well. Because you'll notice that I added the page, if you look into the template, there's a page where it wants you to walk through your program as if you are a customer, from start to end, and it's based off of how your site navigation and your sitemap work. So I went ahead and did that. I did the little brief description of what it is, and then this is how you start a image link in Markdown. Now, the reason why these parentheses are blank is this is where the URL is going to go, right? And when you navigate to GitHub, you'll see all of our pictures in here. They're named pretty much one for one what the pink text says here. So you just need to find that one, like our landing page wireframe. Let's find that in our GitHub. So landing page wireframe, there it is. And we just need to grab this URL here. Grab the URL, come back to our IDE, and we can paste right into there. And now whenever we push this, it's going to show us that wireframe. So let's save it. Let's go over to our source control where it says, hey, you made this change in this document. Let's stage the change. Let's allow it to make a commit. And there we are. And I will sync changes. A sync is when you push and pull from the console. So it'll do a pull, and it'll get all the information from the main branch that's updated. And then it'll push your changes. Be careful if you're too far out of date with the main branch and you do a pull and your push isn't up to date, it may mess this stuff up. I know I can do a sync because I know exactly where my my GitHub is currently. Like, you know, it says that last thing that I did was make 154 insertions here, and then I went here and made this single insertion and I deleted something. So I know that it's okay to do a sync here. I don't have like 3 or 4 different rebases going on at the same time. You'll notice that down here it gets a little confusing, but up here it's easy enough, and so I'll sync it. Now let's go over to our documents folder and look in the technical design markdown. Well, one second before I get too ahead of myself. I want to make sure that I'm in my own dev branch because that's what I pushed to. So here you'll see I'm 1 commit ahead and 2 commits behind main, so I'll have to do a poll on main to get up to date, but regardless, we should still see, there it is. So user interface, our landing page interface is right here, and then there's a little breakdown of what that wireframe does. So again, all we did, let me duplicate this tab. All we did was we went to our images. What's the next wireframe? In our IDE, we have this login wireframe, so we need to pull the login wireframe from here, grab that URL, come straight in here and paste it into the parentheses here. Oh, I'm in the read-only document. There we go. There we are. And our change will appear here. Let me do a pull. And now my branch should be up to date if I go back to the root. Yeah, it's annoying, but I can create a pull request here. Merging, goodness, merging main with O of There we go. So now when I come back up here, I shouldn't be behind at all. Let's see. Yep, and I'm just 2 commits ahead of main, so I can come to this, create a pull request. I can add a title saying, well, let's go ahead and push this. What does this say? Update login wireframe image link. And I'm going to want to push those changes. Okay, so it wants me to do a pull first, so I'll just do a sync when it does a pull and push there. Cool. And now when I navigate back to this, before I do this pull request, I should be 3 ahead now, 4 commits ahead, goodness. Let's create a pull request here. I'll be merging all of these changes into main now. We'll add a title and updating technical design document. I'll go up to my pull request. I will look at that pull request, and in here I have a few different branches I can inspect. So I'll see this one, update landing page with image link, and it just shows us putting in that URL, right? And then I'll come here as well. That was just our merge. This one should show us just placing in a URL. Fantastic. And that's also just a merge. So everything looks fine there. I'll go ahead and allow the merge to occur. And then when we go look on main, we can come to our technical design document. Now I can see that both of these pages are on here. So that's pretty easy. I just need someone to go through and do the rest of them one by one. Not a huge deal. And from there, I'm unsure what else we really need. It should just look like this whenever we're done, right? They have the wireframe, the explanation, the next part that it calls out, and we have this transaction state diagram already below later in the document. And we have our database stuff in there as well. So we're looking good and on track for this document, and I don't imagine any crazy things should happen if we submitted the way that we create it currently. So thank you.